Hello everybody, happy Saturday. It is warm today. Summertime is officially here, and yeah, it's a little muggy and pretty warm. I'm wearing shorts for like one of the first times this year. It's weird because it was raining a couple of weeks ago, and summertime just like bam, here it is. So that's fun. As you can see, we are over here in the end, and oops, facing the wrong way. Not that way, that way. I think we're gonna spend some time over here today working on the end project. The last time we were streaming, we did a tremendous amount of work on this hallway, which leads back to the obsidian platform where we spawn into the end. And ultimately, this will go all the way down to the other end. Plus we'll do a hallway here, do a hallway here. It's gonna be great. One thing that I haven't figured out yet is what to do with these little spaces. So I'm thinking about putting light and then something and something. Something I was thinking about since we went to a trial chamber finally is the copper grating. I put one down here just to see if it would oxidize in the end. I wasn't sure, and it definitely seems to. So, what do I think about that? Not sure how I feel about that. I could put light behind it. I don't know. It's a little too colorful, I think. I don't know, I'll keep thinking. Let's see. Let's start off where we left off last time. We were doing this hallway over here, putting in a thing. I did a little bit of work right here just to kind of figure out what an intersection would look like. So when we come from the central hub back this way, this will split off into two more hallways. It'll be pretty, not elaborate, but pretty full featured as far as an end hub or an end network. Fantastic. Great. Right here, you can see a break in the design. We're going to have a water elevator here and here that'll take us up to one of the satellite portals. One thing I was looking through the ender chests, not the ender chests, the shulker boxes. I don't have any magma blocks, so we're going to need to round some of those up. We'll end up with quite a few water elevators ultimately. Okay, so that is pretty much that all the way done except for whatever the heck we're going to do here. One thing you might have noticed is while the hallways are 2.5 blocks tall, this area is a bit taller. And that does mean that Endermen could potentially exist in this space. I don't think it's going to be a really big deal though. Something else I'm wondering is, do I actually want to use end rods here? Because they're pretty much invisible and they're kind of expensive, a little bit more rare as far as the light source goes. I do have the frog light farm, so we could just use frog lights. Those in there. Let's see, where are they at? Not there. The last one we look in. Grab some of those. And let's see, do I need light? Probably should light it up pretty regularly. Let's pretend. Let's just do one side to get a feel for it. Let's say we're gonna do it wherever the iron is, and we'll recess it. Okay. Oh, no worries, Fro. Saw you pop in there. Nice to hear from you. I'm trying to do this more regularly, like every Saturday. So yeah, if today's a bad day, no worries. We'll definitely do more of the streams. As far as the amount of light coming out of that feels pretty good to me. I got a suggestion last stream to put glass in front of this. That might be a good idea. Yes, I'm doing pretty well. Hope you're doing well as well. Only drama in my life right now really is I've always suffered from allergies, and so I've been actually got referred to an allergist, got an allergy test, and that was quite an adventure. They basically kind of stab you with like a needle. It's not like an injection, it's more like a thumbtack. And they stab you like 75 times in the back, just in these rows. And there's something different on each of the pokers. And then they just let you sit there for a little bit and see what happens. And some things do nothing, and other ones react a lot. It's very itchy. The whole thing took about 30 minutes. And then they kind of note which ones you react to. So I'm pretty allergic to trees, tree pollen, and grass. And living in the Pacific Northwest, we got a lot of both. So potentially what might end up happening is I might end up doing some like allergy shots to kind of help with build an immunity and that kind of thing. We'll see what's gonna happen. One time I didn't have allergy issues when I was traveling was Santa Fe and Denver. I had the opposite problem where my nose was too dry just because of that like mountain air. But yeah, it's kind of a refreshing literal breath of fresh air. Let's see, over here we have, yeah, a full row of the deep slate, full swale. Weird, right here in the middle, it's a little bit laggy feeling. I don't know if you're seeing it on the stream or if you can tell. Get like a little bit of a frame rate drop or something. Who knows? Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Just doing some work on my end project here. Yesterday was Friday, and my old Let's Play, the Legacy Let's Play, we finally got updated to 1.21, and we tackled a trial chamber. It was really fun. I really like them. It's a little bit of a different way of playing, in the same way that like the ancient cities are a different way of playing. But I'm excited to find more of them. Some sand. What I saw. There we go. Soil. And this will be empty. Up. Okay. Yeah, it is tough to schedule out streams. I was good for a while, and then I got bad, and I got some feedback from some of my regular viewers that they just really appreciate being able to pop in and hang out and just kind of be chill and watch me ace blocks. So I'm trying to do more of it. I think it's a cool way to just kind of hang out with some folks. One thing that's tough is just environmental stuff. You know, I live in a pretty tiny place. And so like right now my air conditioner, which is like right there, if I turn it on, it would be obnoxiously loud. But like I said, it's pretty warm outside. So usually I will stream for about an hour and a half because it starts to get warm enough that it's just not very comfortable. See, let's do this for a minute. I just want to see, what does it say? 60 frames per second, 63 frames per second. Maybe it's all in my mind, the lagginess. Yeah, it's not dropping below 60. Could just be an optical illusion, maybe with the repeating block pattern. My Legacy Let's Play world, the world I'm in right now, I first, what do you call it, spawned, but created, rendered, loaded. First made this world back in 1.16, and you know, a lot has changed since then. So finding a trial chamber was a little bit of a trick. I had to go to chunk base and look up the seed to see where should I mine, because so much of my world has already been loaded, and so there's no trial chambers there. But yeah, when you look at like a map of a seed on chunk base, they're pretty common. Oh yeah, I fortunately I'm kind of in a suburb. There's kind of a main drag, probably about a half mile that way, but far enough away that I don't have to deal with road noise. That could be pretty obnoxious for sure. Let's see. What else? I don't know. I could start work on this one and just basically replicate what I've done. Also buckle down and figure out what the heck am I going to do with these little pockets here. I was mentioning I don't have any magma blocks. I could run to the nether and get some magma so we could put in a couple of the elevators. It's not as pressing, I guess. Are trial chambers repeatable? Yes-ish. So you can only open a vault once. So if you get a trial key and you open a vault, it'll pop out a bunch of loot, and that's that. That vault will not open for you again. It will open for another player. So if you're on a multiplayer server, that's one of the treats, is everybody gets loot. So that's kind of fun. You can, if you wait 30 minutes, the spawner will come back to life and you can do it again. And it will spit out, you know, just a little bit of loot from the spawner. But if you get a trial key, you can't open the vault again. I hope that makes sense. The ominous trials, next week's episode, we get there, and I can tell you they are very fun. There's some really weird stuff. So the mobs get a little bit harder or a little bit more in numbers. But there's also these effects that happen where like you'll see something in the sky and then it'll drop on you. So like you'll be fighting some spiders and all of a sudden you'll see a fire charge and then it just dumps fire on you. Or you'll see an arrow and it'll shoot an arrow at you. So it's almost like a mystery antagonist is attacking you and the other mobs and just dropping like potion effects and things. So it's much more weird, you know, because you're suddenly fighting a mob and I'm on fire and suddenly I have slow falling and things like that. It's pretty wild, pretty fun. The loot from the Ominous Vaults, Ominous Vault? I think that's what they're called, is much better. And potentially that's where you can get like the heavy core and the enchantments for the mace, but they are a little more rare. I think there's only a couple of those vaults in each of the trial chambers. Yeah, I've seen people like making breeze farms and things like that, so you can every 30 minutes re-trigger the spawners. Just the vaults, you can't get loot again. Let's see here. Do I have any glass? Glass. No glass. No glass. Let's see. Dump off some of the garbage here. Okay, I don't have any magma blocks. Okay, let's run back to the overworld and grab some more supplies. Yes, the mace. You need 2 pieces to make the mace. One of the pieces is a breeze rod. Whoop. I forgot I set my spawn in the trial chamber. Yes, so the breeze rod is the handle effectively. And those you just get from fighting the breeze. And then the ominous trials, when you drink that potion and you have 30 minutes to run up to the different spawners and you'll get a more difficult wave of mobs. It's not impossible, especially if you have good gear and stuff like that. Oh, bro, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. But yeah, the heavy core comes out of the ominous vaults, as well as the enchantments like density and things like that. They also come out of the ominous vaults. All right, let's run back to a base and see if I have some glass laying around. Zoom. A couple weeks ago, I think it was Douglas was on the stream and had suggested putting glass in front of lights to kind of color code some of the hallways, which is something I wanted to do, is add, you know, a little bit of color to each of the hallways. And the glass might be a good idea. So let's see if I have any glass over here. Glass. This is all of the loot I got out of the trial chambers. So some good stuff in there. Some blocks. Yeah, some fun stuff. As far as if you fight the breeze, like I've got almost a stack and a half of breeze rods. Magma, nice, I'll take those. Glass. Let's see here. Four, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Four, 5, 6. Okay, hello. Beans here. Boop, boop. Grabbing a couple different colors because I want to see how they look. Let's just look through our stuff real quick. Because we have light every so often, but then we have a couple of other spots. Not sure what to do with. Oh. Roots and things like that I think would look too organic. I want it to look very space station-y and very manufactured. Site walls, maybe. One of those just to play with them. No. Airite walls, maybe. Play with a couple of those. Sandstone, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. Good. No. No. Let's grab some polished basalt. Let's see if maybe that might work. Oh, no, no. No. Do warped trapdoor look like? Oh yeah, that's right. Make like a little wavy thing. Too weird. Just in case. What else? Quartz? No. Marine? I don't think so. Fur? No. Such thing as an end wall? Yeah, there is. Maybe. I've got a bunch of end stone over there already, so I don't need to take that with us. No, no, no. Hi. Before we split, do we have any magma? Ooh, I've got a lot of magma. Cool. All right, good enough. Let's head back. Hello. Where were we? We were in the end. This world that we're in, I started almost exactly 4 years ago. I think in a couple weeks it'll be exactly 4 years, which is just wild. And I think it was 1.16 that was out when I started the world. So we went through all the terrain changes and terrain generation changes. Faster here. Yeah, it's interesting. I'd played, Minecraft for a long time before I started the series, but I've never played in a world for so long, and it's really, I started the new series, but I don't want to let this one go just because it's such a cool world with so much history and all of that in it. It's really, really cool. And then episode 200 is coming up. In just a couple weeks. Okay. That's exciting too. I might do something of a world tour. Okay, so because the glass is touching a block behind it, we get this weird middle texture. Don't hate. Pretty subtle, you know, we can just kind of see it out of the corner of our eye. Other option would be say I could put the fog light one more back and then the glass wouldn't touch it, but then we would see the end stone. Let's try it. Was it? There they are. Okay, so we put that there, and we put the glass up. A little cleaner. We do get that end stone edge. It'd be a little tiny bit more work, but I kind of like it. All right, let's just leave that there for a moment. Let's do the other one here. Okay, and then these in-betweens, let's see. I have walls. I don't. Apple. Try these. Okay, andesite, I don't hate. Diorite, I actually don't hate. And stone, I don't care for. Man, did I actually find a use for diorite? Like it fits in with the iron and the smooth stone and the deep slate pretty nicely. Do like that. It doesn't look necessarily even like diorite, you know, like it just sort of looks like a combination of these blocks. It's not very exciting, you know, it doesn't pop like the deep slate does or like the iron does. It just sort of disappears into the background. Well, that is an option. Let's see, what else did we bring? Polished basalt. No, that's too much. Too much. Man, these are gonna be too much as well, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't care for that. Too much. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave those there so that we can just kind of marinate on it and see what we think. And then we can try some different glass colors and some of the different hallways. All right. Yeah. Be fun. Okay, I'm just gonna let these sit. We're not gonna do any more just because I want to kind of see how it feels after a little bit, and if we like it, then we'll commit. But yeah, we'll just let these sit for now. Let's see, we got this one done. Let's start work, I guess, on this side. I can move some of my tools and stuff here. Iron, I need that. This deep slate, I need that. Oops. Now I've got 2 crafting tables and 2 stone cutters out. Lights. Yes. Need a crafting table, and I've got that. Okay. Pop. Nice. Too much endstone. Tons and tons of it. Okay, so we were doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stripe. That. Okay. 2, 5, 2, 3. Right. Perfect. How many sections? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Four, 5. Great. 2, 3, 4. Right. Three wide hallway. 1, 2. Perfect. Okay, and what happens? Intersection, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, and an elevator. Up. 5. Up. Up. All right. 2, 3, 4, and then this essentially is where the elevator would be. Cool. These stack, do they connect? They do. Nice. Okay. Clear the ceiling out here. I've said this before, but when we are done with these hallways, we will have a whole bunch of elevators up to the satellite portals that lead out to the outer end islands. And what I want to do is go out each of the satellite portals and do a build out there. And have a couple of pretty cool ideas for a couple of the builds. As I'm sitting here doing this and realizing how much endstone we're going to have eventually. Like, it's just going to get absurd how much we're going to be sitting on. We'll have to use it for one of the builds. Come up with a big endstone related build. Yeah, this is just crazy how much we've got. Ooh. Obsidian. Weird. There's a couple of these hallways that are going to be a little sketchy just because portals are not over the island, so we'll have to kind of build out over the void. Definitely not looking forward to those. But we've got a lot of work here before we get to those. Okay. Oh, hello, Enderman. Okay. 2.5. 2.5. Swear, still it looks laggy to me. Wait. Okay. Same over here. Come on. Look at the Enderman. Don't look at. I'm out. Okay. Food. So at the other end of this hallway, we have an elevator, and then it goes on just a little bit further, and then there's the obsidian platform that we spawn in on. Joe, make it so. Welcome to the stream. Quiet today. I think everybody's outside, enjoying the sunshine. I am just mindlessly placing blocks on this big old project. Yeah. Super dangerous. All right. Out. Let's see here. Okay. So see if we can get the ceiling in so these guys stop spawning in here. And then we're gonna call it just because I would like to spend a little bit more time outside now that the summertime weather is actually here. I live down the street from a tap house, and it's built in an old actual house, so the inside seating is really small, but they have a massive outside seating area, so they're kind of quiet in the winter fall times, but in the summertime they really take off. This weekend they're actually doing a little beer festival, beer garden kind of thing where a bunch of the brewers are coming out and that kind of thing, so I might check that out. Tomb Raider. Incredible. Whoa, don't look at Vanderman. Okay. That. Cool. So this is going to take forever to finish. We got this hallway, we got this hallway. They'll all end up kind of looking like this eventually. I think I do like that material, and I do like the glass in the side, just to, that way we can color code them and they won't all look exactly the same. Minus craft, add blood. Should be a good t-shirt. Okay, let's mess here. Great. All right, good enough. Chicken. All right, so I think that's it for me today. It's starting to get a little warm in here, and if I'm gonna be warm, I'd rather be outside. Joe and Fro and everybody else, thanks for popping in today. It was nice to have some folks to chat with. I'm gonna try and make it a regular Saturday thing, so keep an eye out for that. I'll try and do announcements midweek so that you know. There is one weekend I'm gonna go to Seattle and visit my sister. I haven't been up there in ages, I think before COVID times. So I won't be in town for that weekend. And then there's another weekend for my birthday that I'm gonna get together with some friends and we're gonna go do some things. So probably won't be around for that one either. But like I said, I'll do a midweek announcement so you know if there's a stream or not. And it's gonna be great. Thank you all for popping in, and I will see you on the next one.